Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand how this practice will help for us to develop our conventional life, and at the same time, out of that conventional development, how we can gain our spiritual success. And sometimes when we look for our spiritual practice, most of time we think it's kind of like a withdrawing this conventional world, withdrawing from this conventional knowledge will help to gain the spiritual success. So one time Buddha gave example, Dhamma is kind of like a raft. So there is a river, this sansara is like a river. So you have to cross the river using the raft. But after you cross the river, you no need to carry the raft, thinking, oh, this raft helped for me to cross this river. Because of that, I need to keep it with me, or maybe you have to worship it, kind of like that. So like that, Dhamma is the knowledge or the wisdom you have to use to transform yourself. But what we see most of time, there are two kind of people. One kind of people, they try to protect the raft. They try to keep it. And they try to give their life even for that and try to take care it, protect it. But they forget one thing. What is that? Using it, cross the river. They don't want to cross the river, but they try to protect the raft. And that's why sometimes people, they talk about Buddhism and they talk about Buddha's teaching. And when something happens, they get so mad about it. If somebody says something about the Buddha or the Buddha's teaching, they get so mad and disappointed about it. They get hurt about it. So why? Because they think, oh, we have to protect this. But the real protection of the Dhamma is not just protecting books. And practicing Dhamma itself, not just you keep books. You just keep statues. Or you just put the mala. Or kind of like you wearing some kind of pendant with the Buddha statue. So that is not the way to practice. This is a mental transformation. deeply how you understand yourself and transform your greed, hatred, and the delusion to become a better person. And practicing Dhamma, go through it, is the best way to protect it. So there is a person without crossing the river, and they hold the raft and they protect it. And there are some another kind of people. Before they cross the river, they destroy the raft. So what is that? That's kind of like, oh, this is a conventional knowledge. This is some kind of just information. We don't need that. We don't need to practice these things. So ourselves, we can that attain to liberation, that what I think is the right way, what I feel is the right way. I no need to listen to Dhamma. This conventional level of wisdom is useless. This information useless. So kind of like they don't want to listen to anything. They reject everything and they just hold it to their own mind. So it's kind of like they destroy the raft before they cross the river. So then remember, when it comes to our ordinary life, uplift our awareness or the wisdom is very necessary. So awareness is there, but your awareness is in a place that not profitable for you. So today we are going to discuss little bit how you can little by little brush up, sharp your awareness to make it more profitable. So in day-to-day life, we always have awareness, and sometimes we focus to things, but that concentration or that awareness deeply with some kind of different intention. So when it comes to our life, we have to remember this, we call about the samsara journey. So that journey, we don't go just by walking. We don't go with this physical way. That is a journey that happens by mentally. Your intention has power to take you away from this point to another place. Even when you die, when you're going to become in another place, when you're going to reborn in a place, you don't go with this body. So then how you go? You go with your mind. You go with your thoughts. So then you have to remember fundamentally the very basic, the property of this life is mind or the consciousness or the awareness. So then focus to that. Vipassana is a method that you deeply, thoroughly observe it. Recognize it from each and every angle. So the tranquility meditation is a method that you calm down it, settle down, and having undisturbed mind. But to attaining to the liberation or end this samsaric journey, you can't just be calm. You can't just be relaxed. Your mind needs to work to the highest level. You have to develop your critical analytical understanding from each and every angle, and you have to use all your maximum strength and effort to see how things come to be as they are. So in that method, always you have to see the very condition of the mind, nature of the mind, behavior of the mind, character of the mind, colors of the mind, bias of the mind. And when you see that way, you can recognize even though you have awareness, even though you have attention, and sometimes that attention, that awareness, behind it, there is a different reason. As example, when you have anger, with that angry mind, you can be aware to find a moment to get the revenge. See that you have the awareness, but it promoted by anger. It devoted and it responsible towards the anger. It worked for the anger. Hatred the same. When you have the hatred, you can be aware regarding your perception around you with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind informations, and waiting to get a revenge. And greediness, you can use the awareness with the greediness. So then just remember this, just the awareness itself, not going to take you to liberation or the change. So then you have to see what is behind this awareness. And sometimes, just imagine the greed. When you have greed, and with that, if you have the awareness, always you waiting to get something, maybe better than other people. You know how to get things. You know how to manipulate. And you are more deeply understand others' characters and behaviors. And then when the time comes, you know how to get it. So you are aware. And then just imagine people, thieves, when they try to steal something without awareness, they can't do it. Terrorists and gangsters, drug dealers, the people what do whatever the unprofitable actions, they have awareness. So then that's why when it comes to cultivation of the mind, development of the mind, you have to always remember, just being aware doesn't make any sense. You have to remember behind that awareness, what you develop. So for that then, you have to bring the compassion awareness. So you have the awareness with the compassion. So these both, because wisdom and compassion, you have to bring both together. And the awareness bring the wisdom, and the compassion nourish it, balance it, allow you to be in this world rather than rejecting it. More and more and more, you are capable to deal with the world without resisting it. If you don't have that compassion awareness, maybe if you have the anger awareness, everywhere you see all the mistakes. Always you get mad, disappointed, unhappy for little thing, even the nature. So whatever around can disturb you. Another one is loving kindness awareness. So you have the love and kindness, and you always waiting to place that. So you have the awareness. It is just not only awareness, but behind it you are waiting to respond with the love and kindness. Compassion awareness, loving kindness awareness, and generous awareness. You are aware to be generous. So when you are mindful, on the top of that mindfulness, you bring another action to it. So it becomes powerful, strengthened. And wisdom awareness. You always be aware to find the deeper meaning of the wisdom or the truth. And then wherever you go, just imagine you go and maybe there is a book about meditation and no one see it, it's there. So then once you see it and you aware about it and you keep it in mind, when the right time comes, with the permission, you start to read it. Maybe other people don't know about it. Sometimes at home yourself, just imagine there are many things you are not aware about it. For the good or the bad, both. If the terrorists come to your house, maybe there are many things in your house that he can use to destroy people, hurt people. You know, you are not aware about it. At the same time, if there is a scientist come and there are many ingredients inside your house and they can use it to do some kind of experiment. So at the same way, when you want to be generous, when you want to be loving kindness, when you want to be compassion, when you want to be wise, there are many opportunities around you. So nowadays, with the social media, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, so many grams, we always have time to be with it. Behind that, maybe we have a different intention. So then you can use that all material, or you can use this all the tools. Just imagine you spend it to be wiser, become more better, learn to something, get something and become better. So then by the time your awareness becomes sharper and clear, and at the same time, other qualities also going to be there. So then remember, just only awareness is so dangerous. Why? Because just imagine you have the awareness and then maybe suddenly you get mad, angry, and then maybe that awareness get stuck with the anger, hatred, jealousy, revenge. So that then always remember then, seeing this nature is one thing. And at the same time, with the effort, always brush up your awareness, sharp your awareness, clear your awareness, strengthen your awareness with some kind of profitable skills will help you to develop your balanced life, and at the same time it make you balanced person in the society. Because this all loving kindness, compassion, and the wisdom, you need these things to live in this world. You can't live just by your own thoughts. Then it's going to make us so crazy. So that's why we need the help from the Dharma. So if there's no Dhamma, if there's no compassion, how are you going to forgive somebody? how you can let go something, how you know it is profitable for you, how you know it is unprofitable for you. Because everybody not going to live the way you want. So in the society, we have to share our life. And other people get hurt because of us, then we have to be humble to say sorry and move forward. And sometimes other people, because of other people, we get hurt. So then we have to forgive them and we have to move forward. So if you can make your journey happen like that way, so this will, the word itself make you a, a more better person. So otherwise, if your awareness related to greed, hatred, anger, jealousy, then by the time you're going to end up your life doing some kind of unwholesome action. So remember, until we attaining to the liberation, until we attaining to the high mental powers, or that some kind of wisdom related to the Dharma, this life is not safe. So anytime we can fall into do any unwholesome action. So that's why you have to watch your mind. So watching your mind means you have to remember behind your awareness what is governing it. And then if it is the greed, hatred, jealousy, anger, so then compassion, loving kindness, generosity, wisdom, you have to bring it to it. So this is a mental game. Then it becomes physical. So then if you are capable to take care of your mind, then you are capable to move forward. It doesn't matter how long you go this journey. It doesn't matter where the destination. Each and every moment you are capable to move forward with a more clear mind. It's nothing to do with others. It's about you. Because end of the day, you are responsible for you. If you can hate others, and it is going to come behind you. If you can be angry about others, it's going to come behind you. If you can be jealousy about others, it's going to come behind you. If you have the envy regarding others, it's going to come behind you. And at the same time, you can have the compassion, it's going to come behind you. You can be generous, it's going to come behind you. You can have the loving kindness, it's going to come behind you. You can have the wisdom, it's going to come behind you. So then it is in your hand. It is up to you to what you want, what you select, what you hold. Once you understand it and have the effort yourself day by day with many difficulties, with many situations, with many events in your life, with many up and downs in your life, if you are capable to nourish your awareness with the profitable skills, your journey going to become more successful. So then remember, just having awareness is so dangerous. It can go to any side. So then always practice the awareness with the help of the loving kindness, compassion, generosity, and wisdom. So that way you strengthen yourself with the kind of like a shield or the safeguard, protection. And by the time when the awareness become more clear, sharp, and stronger, then you can come to a point just to be neutral and clear. In that clarity, it is, you are not going to divide anything right or wrong, good or bad, or kind of like that way. You are in a more safe place. You are not falling to any improfitable action. So that is where your highest level of this human mind going to work. So that is where you gain the real freedom. But before you come to that level, you need the help from these profitable skills. So always then remember, look into yourself, have the introspection, see the very condition of your own mind, work with it. Even though it is hard, in the future, it's going to be okay. One time, the very famous boxer Muhammad Ali mentioned, when he was practicing, he hated that. It was so difficult for him. But he knew that all the difficulties, that all the hard times, one day going to take him to a better place. So like that, when you practice, always remember, when the anger, hatred, jealousy, these things arise, it of course it is hard. It's break our heart. It's make us numb. It make us kind of like a very difficult. It look like we are failures. But still, if you stand with the loving kindness, compassion, generosity, wisdom, and you strengthen your awareness with that, in the future, you're going to get something more higher than today what you go through. So that's why I always do the best to you. That is where you can give the best to others. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck get straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Settle down with the sensation without disturbing to it. So in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. So expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it. with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.